Devlin Lucius was,
It's Lucius.
Lucius? Is it Lucius? Devlin Lucius is the reason why you took your bass and turned it into a coffee table. He's just that good.
He was the best damn rhythm guitar player we ever had.
You mean bassist, right?
What?
Devlin Lucius was your bassist.
Who the hell is Devlin Lucius? I thought we were talking about Mad Marvin.
Who the hell is Devlin Lucius? Devlin was born a long time ago. Somewhere. I'm not sure. But he was only the best freaking bass player of all time. He joined the ranks of St. Madness in 2007, just prior to the release of the band's pivotal album, Satanic, which still remains on the top 10 even after 200 weeks.
Is it valid to say that Devlin's presence in the band was the reason St. Madness became the biggest band of all time?
Yeah, maybe.
Not really.
Definitely. I mean, he made Steve Harris look like Sid Vicious. We sold like 1,000 copies of the album before, with the Satanic album before we had Devlin. After Satanic released with Devlin on it, we sold 8 million copies the first hour. What does that tell you?
And it just got better from there. St. Madness continued to sell album after multi-platinum album and showed no signs of stopping. They even got into movies, including Devlin's debut as a leading man in Devlin Miss Jones and Lucius Hoops, the Air Devlin story.
Lucius Hoops is the greatest basketball movie since Space Jam. I mean, the guy can shred, but he's got ups too, you know? Who knew?
And that's when everything changed.
We were doing so good, and then Devlin had an itch. He was suddenly on a mission. He wanted to play the lowest bass note ever heard.
I thought it was a cool idea, you know? I told him that you're going to have to amplify the shit out of it so that everyone can hear it. So he sold a second mansion in Marrakesh and used all the money to buy all the Ampeg gear that became the Monster.
That thing was the biggest pain in the ass to set up. We only set it up that once for that one show, and it took 3 days and a crew of 40. 2 people died in the process of setting up that rig.
Indeed, Devlin's bass rig quickly went down in history as the biggest bass rig ever, consisting of 1,000 Ampeg heads and 1,000 cabinets for a total 1 million watts coming out of 8,000 speakers.
That was dangerous. It was just fucking dangerous.
When I finally saw that thing, I shit myself. And I immediately regretted the decision, but it was too late.
I mean, we all saw it. It was in the magazines and the news. When he came to the bass solo, he just ripped for a few seconds, and then he turned to his wall of amps and turned them to 11. And he hit that low note, and it was like, boom, boom. And the note got so low that you couldn't even hear it anymore. All you could do is feel it. And it was like, then all of a sudden it's like, boom! And there was nothing left of him but his boots.
Devlin had achieved his goal and had played a note so low and so loud that his body went through rapid combustion and exploded on stage. Surrounding bandmates Prophet, Christian Satan, and DK all sustained major injuries, ranging from broken bones to second-degree burns. Several of the audience members were afflicted by the blast as well.
Well, you know, they say the brown note is a myth. I'm telling you right now that that's a bunch of bullshit, because everyone in the first 5 rows literally shit their pants. And in fact, we all shit our pants that night.
I guess the one thing I can really associate with Devlin Lucius is shitting my pants.
It's how he would have wanted to go.
Although it's been many years now since that tragic day, the memory of Devlin Lucius still lives on in the fans, and the music which has immortalized him as the greatest bass player of all time. Fans like Josh, who keeps Devlin's memory alive by running the Devlin Lucius fan club, and memorial websites like devlinsnotdead.com.
I had already started the fan club a couple years before he died. I even got to meet him once. And when I did, it was the most amazing time in my life. And then when he died, I ended up putting his face paint on. And I haven't taken it off since. I smoke 2 joints every day in tribute to him.
2 joints?
That's right, 4 joints.
With such a stage presence and such memorable bass licks, it goes without saying that the memories and the good times will live forever in the stories of Devlin's fans and friends.
I remember this one time we were playing in Budokan. couldn't find Devlin anywhere. And finally found him backstage. He was beating the shit out of this guy. And apparently it was because this guy went in and detuned one of his bass strings. And I said, well, why are you beating him up? And he said, it's because he won't tell me which string it was.
Yeah, that's some funny shit right there, man. Why is it that all bass players jokes are all one-liners?
I think it's so that the manager can understand them.
What's that website again?
devlinsnotdead.net.
Isn't it .com?
Oh yeah, devlinsnotdead.net. It's .com.
Devlin Lucius, musician, artist, scholar, ninja, movie star, friend, brother. Happy birthday, you bloody wanker. So do I get a check for this, or how does this work?
Many years ago today, something grew inside of your mother. That thing was you.
Happy birthday, man.
May the fleas of 1,000 camels infest in your armpits.
Let Lionel lick Lucy's lusty leathers. Let Lionel lick Lucy's lusty leathers.
Hey dude, you got an iron for my wrinkle stick?
Like I said, I don't do video.
Okay.